When I have an ISO file containing a backup of a PC Linux OS installation that I've configured to my liking, I want to find a way to preserve that file, and one very handy way to do it is to burn it to a bootable DVD-ROM that I can use just like I used the installer originally to try out this same installation on another computer or restore it to this one. In order to do that, I need to know where my ISO file is. If I recall correctly, I put that in here at home, at root's home directory. Root, it's at /root/root, I think. Let's see if I can figure out how to show that. Root, where, oh, there, root. There it is. Now let's look at the detailed view here. There's my ISO file at root. And so now that I know where that is, I'm going to burn that. Let's go to my DVD-ROM drive. I'm inserting a blank DVD disk into my DVD read-writer drive. Now, I haven't done this before, but let's just hope that Linux can handle it. Will recognize that that's a read-write type device, and should load, since I installed a blank disk, it'll try to load a project file to burn. The usual burner is called K3B. K3B is a really nifty tool that can burn CDs and DVDs, and it allows, when it comes up, it offers some tips. I'm going to close that since I don't need it. So now in this window, or this frame, I've got K3B, the CD creator, and in this frame, I've got the ISO file. I'm going to drag the ISO file onto K3B, which realizes that it could burn that image directly. I'm going to select that, and it says we're going to now write one copy of that ISO file onto an empty DVD -R medium using a speed that'll be automatically adjusted. Now, I could tweak this a little bit. I'm fine with that. All these defaults will probably work just fine. To make it a little more clear, I'm actually going to close this window to get it out of the way, and I'm going to click Start. It offers to use its default settings or tweak things. I'm going to just assume the default settings will work as they generally do. And now it says it's burning that ISO image. It spent 4 seconds at it. It's preparing the right process. And in a few minutes, or in a few seconds, it'll start giving me an estimated time of completion. But it's just that easy. All I did is insert the blank disk and take some defaults. Insert the blank disk, drag the ISO file onto the image of the burner, and take some defaults. And here it is going. It's device buffers and software buffers are full. It's going to start writing the data pretty soon here now. We've been at this for 34 seconds. And now it's written 1 megabyte, written 31 megabytes. It estimates it'll be done in 44 seconds. So we're just going to watch this go. Obviously, these two bar graphs will proceed from left to right according to the usual pattern. And when they get over here to 100%, we'll be done. I've already written 176 megabytes, so I've got 16% of this guy done now. When we're done, we'll have a DVD that will behave just like the installer CD did if we boot from it, except it'll contain the entire system we've configured with all of the enhancements we've made on it. So all these things we've done to make it Windows compatible and install a bunch of applications will be on there, and I can get back to this point easily. If I ever have an accident or wipe out my computer or catch some kind of virus or just make some spectacular blunder, I can get back to this same state. So periodically, every few days when I'm working with a system like this and making changes, I back it up like this, make careful notes about what's in the backup, and burn it to a DVD or a flash disk so that I can use to restore. And this is one of the sweetest things about Linux and PC Linux OS in particular, is that it's extremely easy to do this. Unlike Windows, where you have to fight major battles if you ever get a virus, to the point where most people just buy a new computer. With Linux, this is easy. 79% done. It says we've been at this for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. It's burning at 9 times standard speed, so 9 times the speed of an old CD-ROM drive, it says. 95% done. like we'll be finished in less than 3 minutes from this for this whole operation. After inserting the blank DVD drive and asking it to go, it says success, and I just heard, okay, my DVD-ROM drive opened up, and I'm reaching in there and pulling it out. I now hold in my hand a DVD-ROM disc that I can use to bootstrap back into the system. Looking at the back of the disc, I can actually see the burn pattern on here. I can tell it's got some data on it. That is how easy it is. Isn't that wonderful to be able to make a backup that easily? I'm now going to get out my magic marker, and I'm going to label this with the same name that we used for the... I'm closing things up. I'm going to use the same name that we used for the ISO file. And I'll also print out a copy of that descriptive text and store it in a file folder so that I'll know what I've got here. But that is how we do that, and it's easy and fun and powerful and gives a great sense of safety knowing that I can always restore my system as I've configured it.